Hello everybody, welcome back to another Manchester United match reaction. Now, sorry it's a very late video, but this is going to be the match reaction of Manchester United's game versus Liverpool. Now, we lost 3-0 in that game, and that shouldn't be the score in my opinion. I think it was a very deserved game. I think Manchester United should have scored maybe 3 or 4 goals. We had some very good chances, and there were a lot of positives. I mean, we come out obviously losing 3-0, but obviously pre-season's now over. We're coming back, probably fly back today for that Community Shield game next week. Another week in training at Carrington. The first team players will be able to join up, the Delos, the Brunos. But this Liverpool game, it was so disappointing because I think there were so many positives to take from that game, and so much things that we learned throughout that game. I think Liverpool, we didn't expect it to go like that. We didn't expect to get battered 3-0. And listen, you don't want to lose to your rivals. Liverpool are huge rivals of Manchester United. You do not want to lose to them in any scenario. And in this case, we did, which is very unfortunate because I think we did actually play well in that game. I think you look at the score, it doesn't really reflect that. But again, there were some real big positives. I think AMASS, fantastic. I don't think he's quite ready to be starting Premier League games yet for Manchester United, but to have him in and around that first team squad, training with them, travelling, maybe getting a couple of minutes in Europa League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, they'd be beneficial. Maybe in the Premier League we're going to need him because we are very thin at left back. I think he was really positive. He came up against Mo Salah. He's one of the best wingers in the league, and he had a very good game against him. He was good in the duels, 1v1, attacked, and was a very good player for us again. I think it was difficult for him to kind of get up the pitch because obviously Salah is such a big threat. But ultimately, defensively, he did really well. Another positive, I think, was Rashford. I think, again, he looked really sharp. He looked confident when he had the ball. And hopefully he can have a big season for Manchester United. That's all we really want from Marcus Rashford. Just to have that bit of confidence to go. We know what Rashford can do. We've seen it. It's just about him going out and kind of expressing himself. In that game, I think he attacked Conor Bradley really well. He had that one time we just turned him and had a shot off, didn't quite go to plan, but still confident in the way that he went around things and was really good in that. I also think the goalkeeper Onana as well was really good, and you could kind of see the patterns of play that Manchester United were building up. It was that 6 hexagonal shaped press that Manchester United used to attack Liverpool, and it did kind of work at times. There's a lot of moments where we did almost win the ball back, and we did have big opportunities to score, and we couldn't really convert them. And that was the biggest thing missing from the game. I think the goals. I think, yes, defensive injuries again do massively cost us. I mean, the defensive department at Manchester United is so slim, and game by game we're learning that Manchester United need to sign new defenders. Like, we have to. It's imperative that we must go out and do that. But I think defensively as well, we're really calm. I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka is looking very likely that he is going to be sold. He didn't have the best of games yesterday, quite a few mistakes. I think Luke Shaw, when he comes back into that team, will massively help at left back. I think we can't wait to get Delo back. In midfield, I mean, a huge negative, CASEMIRO. He made some very good moments in that game, some good passes, but Fabio Carvalho sent him back to Real Madrid with that shot, with that skill there, and that goal that he scored. Like, CASEMIRO got sent. There was a lot of gaps in midfield again, and that comes due down to the defence. If the defence can't play a high line, the midfield are pressing up. There's a huge gap in the defence, and that is something that costs us. I mean, if we have Martinez, defenders who can play a high line, if I'm honest with you, Lindelof and Evans can't do that. Defenders that can play a high line will massively help Manchester United squeeze up the pitch, kind of soak up and heighten the press, and that's something that we couldn't really do. I think attacking-wise, Ahmad, it wasn't his best pre-season tour game, but I think he still really shined throughout. He looked really confident. He was winning the ball back, defensively really good. Something that we saw from the wingers as well. Sancho getting pacey as well, like kind of helping up the attack, the press. And that's something that was really nice to see. I think what we can certainly say about pre-season, we learned a lot about Manchester United. We kind of got a bigger glimpse into things, and that's what pre-season's about. Yes, we lost this game 3-0, but there was still, throughout the whole of pre-season, a lot of positives to take. And it's all about fitness in the legs. It was an opportunity for some young players as well. Collier, AMASS, Amad Diallo. They really shone throughout that pre-season. And that's something that you really want to see. it's disappointing. Again, injuries affected us. Players need to be sold. There's certain players that didn't really rough anything. I mean, I think Mason Mount, he had a good game. But the thing is about Mason Mount is I am kind of concerned of where's he going to start and how many minutes will he get for Manchester United next season. If you're thinking you're going to have a number 6, whether that be Ugarte, Amrabat, whoever that number is, Casemiro, whoever that number 6 is, you're going to have Manu at the number 8, and maybe, Manu at the number 8 and Bruno at the number 10. You're going to have Rashford, Garnacho, Ahmad, Sancho, Holland, Xerxes there for the top spots. Where is Mount going to play? And I think the only position for Mount really that he can probably get in is number 8, but Kobbie Mainoo's doing so well in that position. I don't think any Manchester United fans want to see him dropped. Yes, you can argue about rotation. That might be the best place to stick him. But when Erik ten Hag is sticking him on the left-hand side, it's quite concerning to see, because in a pre-season game, you want to see Mount in that number 10 throughout the whole game that he's playing. And he did play on that left-hand side for moments in the game. And he didn't look all right. But in the number 10, he looks all right. But I think for Mount, I think his position for Manchester United, we know he's very, very versatile. If I was to put him in a position on the field, it would have to be that number 8 role. But I want to see Kobbie Mainoo starting for Manchester United anyway. But in rotation, it would be the 8 and maybe in the 10. He's going to hopefully get minutes. It's a new fresh start for Mount. He had a lot of injuries last season. So yeah, it's a clean slate. Let's see what he can offer. He did look really, really sharp. Had a few shots in that game. And listen, finally, Erik ten Hag, I think, listen, we're starting to see his principles kind of develop even more. We kind of see what he's about and what he wants to do with this Manchester United team. And we can kind of see that. Listen, we lost the game 3-0, but last season, in pre-season, we beat Liverpool 4-0 and we finished 8th. So you can't really use pre-season as a way to go about things. But I certainly do think Manchester United have got a lot of things to learn, a lot of things to improve on. And hopefully we can do that ahead of that game against Manchester City in the Community Shield. Let me know your thoughts anyway in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and stay tuned for all the latest Manchester United news. We'll be keeping you up to date. We'll be doing topic videos, debate videos, previews, match reactions, 5 things learned, 5 things to expect, all of that good stuff. So, all the analysis. So stick around, you're very welcome. Subscribe. Thank you for watching. And yeah, this has been All Things United. Listen, let's see what happens. But yeah, this has been the match reaction for Manchester United's game against Liverpool. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and peace.